just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
There we go, Pac-Man. Waiting!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they had both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Allen Cleveland and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Crowder now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Check, butt stick. Key 26. Great 15. Great 15. Check tight. Watch the safety creep.
From the 38, Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 6. First down. Check 3.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 2nd down, Clement. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
14, Bills 6.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Working from the gun. Wentz fighting to stay upright. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Zach Ertz. 30 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A give, Singletary right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. On first down, Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Wentz. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. On first down, Wentz gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
23 yards on the play. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Two jet.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz steps away to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it first.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Jets will extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
As Singletary has it stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Well, he's free going down the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Clement. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Clement running to the right. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off.